Hello, welcome to Burning Waters of the Moon Tarot. My name is Desiree, and this is a reading for the energy of Virgo. I am using 3 decks today. This is the Folklore Tarot by Rowan Ortons. This is the Phantom Tarot by Lamucci, and this is an oracle deck called the Jade Oracle by Veronica Iglesias. So I'm going to start out by smudging the decks. My lighter unfortunately has run out of fuel, so I'm going to use the flame I have over here in the corner. Over here in the corner, I have all 4 elements represented on my table. So one of them, of course, is fire, which is my candle. And this didn't really catch as well as I thought it did. Let me let it burn for a bit. How nice. Okay. All right. So if this reading is not resonating for you, Virgo, it is okay. Not every Virgo is going through the same thing at the exact same time. And this is for the energy of Virgo, not just sun, moon, or rising sign. So we all have Virgo in our birth charts due to the house system. So I do have a link in the description on how you can run a birth chart if you're curious to see what house is in the sign of Virgo. All right, so now that we are all smudged up here, Palo Santo's wonderful. We'll go ahead and get started. So if you do find that this reading is not resonating, Virgo, you can check out my other videos, see if there is a spread or a title that catches your eye, and maybe use a little bit of intuition to try to find a reading that you are needing. So sometimes it's not exactly apparent what it is or how to find the answers that we seek. So we've got to try many different avenues, and the tarot is a wonderful way to try to find things. Excuse me. I'm drinking tea over here on the side, and it's iced tea, so I don't. All right, one more shuffle. All right, energy of Virgo. So we've got the 3 of Pentacles, earth energy. Then we've got Judgment in reverse. And then we've got the 4 of Wands, fire energy. Okay, so we do have a 3 and a 4 here. And we've got fire. We've got earth and fire. And then we've got Judgment in reverse here. And the Judgment card for me is like a call to take stock in what you're doing, your feelings, your emotions. Are they in line with your goals? Are the actions that you're doing, are they in line with how you want to live your life, or how you want, or are they in line with what you want to accomplish? So so what I see here is that this 3 of Pentacles is the coming together of group energy. 2 or more parties are coming together, putting their energies into some kind of project to get something moving, to get something going. So there's probably a project here that you're working on, and it might be that you're not really sure if this is what you want to be doing, what if you're truly desiring this project. And so we're going to dive a little bit deeper into this message. This 4 of Wands here is about this. It's about happiness. It's about contentment. It's just it's and it's also about desire too, because it being in the fire, the fire suit, the fire element. So so what I'm seeing here is that you might be putting work into something that you don't really feel is of your spirit. And we're going to see what exactly is going on here. maybe perhaps the direction that you're heading this, or the energies that you're putting into the project, you don't quite feel comfortable doing those things. Not necessarily the project that it's the project that's not making you feel uncomfortable. Perhaps it's the way that you're going about it. So maybe you just might need to change your actions a little bit, and maybe shift your focus, and not be in let me see exactly what it is. Okay, so let's see what this project is. All right, Three of Pentacles, energy of Virgo. So we've got the Four of Swords, air energy in reverse. Then we've got the Six of Swords, more air, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. Yeah, so it does seem like your heart is not in this project, okay? You're kind of wanting to go in a different direction, I see. And though your heart's not into it, you might be sort of pushed, it's of somebody else's opinion that this is the way you need to head the project, or this is the way that the project needs to go. But with the Ace of Cups being in reverse, I don't see that it's truly the way that you want it to be. It's not something that you really feel comfortable with doing, and it's not something that you necessarily see yourself or understand yourself to be doing that way. So let's get a read on the Judgment here. We've got the Sun in reverse, the Empress in reverse, and the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Very interesting. We've got two Major Arcana and Court card here. So this is something big for you. And so with the Sun and the Empress both being in reverse, and those being our Major Arcana, and Judgment is also Major Arcana, and that one's in reverse as well. Let's see your spread a little bit closer. There you go. So the Empress is about our creation. She is the Great Mother, and the Queen of Pentacles, I relate to the Empress as well. However, this is more of an archetypal energy. It has more spread. It's encompassing more, the Empress is. And so I kind of feel like you're taking stock in something. You're understanding the way that you're being led is not necessarily the way that you want to be led. You don't really, your heart is not really into this particular project, or the way that the project is being carried out. I see it's sort of like been thought of, or it's kind of someone else's idea, okay? And so with the Judgment in reverse, and then we've got the Sun and the Empress, we've got to shine some light on what it is that you really want to create and how you want to create it, okay? Because it's like it's your baby, but you're not putting in your essence into it. You're not able to totally take control over it. You're kind of being led by something else, and it's not your son that's doing the leading. It's the son of another. So perhaps you're receiving advice, and you just don't quite feel comfortable with it for some reason. And I don't know if we'll be able to discern why you feel uncomfortable. So for the Four of Wands, we have the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Magician. So the Magician is another one of the Major Arcana, and the Magician is one that is able to take control of their universe. They have all of these elements at their fingertips, literally, and it's also, I was reading about the magician yesterday, and there was one phrase that really stuck out to me. And actually, I have it right here. So let me quote you on that. So the magician. So, oh, where did it go? Divine motive of man, eternal attainment in spirit. So it is the Ouroboros that's depicted on the magician's belt is like a continuing cycle. It's the eternal attainment in spirit. Okay, and so what that means is that you're constantly in search of attaining your spiritual side. And so what this card is telling us is that what you're doing right now is sort of illusionary to what it is that you really want to do. It's not really your desire to do it the way that you're being led to do. It's not really the way that you want to do things. It might even make you feel a little uncomfortable. And with this Ace of Swords in reverse, this is really not your truth. And so the magician here is here to tell you that you can take control of this and make it your own. You're in charge of these elements. You're in charge of putting all of these elements together and putting them into something that you can be proud of, putting it into something that's your baby, okay? So, so what I think needs to happen for you, Virgo, for the energy of Virgo, is to sort of release yourself of being in this mental state where you need to follow the advice of others. If this is a group project and you guys are all responsible for it, it might be that you kind of have to compromise, which is okay, but you do want to stay true to yourself, and you do want to make sure that your voice is being heard and that your essence is being put into this project, and make it your own. And while it doesn't have to be 100% yours, you're still a part of the group, and so part of it should have your essence in it. And I think that'll make you feel a little bit better, a little bit more heard, and a little bit more like this is your baby. So let's go ahead and draw an oracle card from the Jade Oracle. This is the Aztec Deities deck, and this has all kinds of different deities, not only Theots, but also spirits of like the corn, spirits of cacao, jaguar animals, plants. So all things that were a lot of the things that were revered, that are revered by the Aztec people. Okay, so let's see what we have. So La Gran Diosa. All right, let's read what this says. The goddess of Teotihuacan is found in murals on the walls of the ancient city. It is in what was probably housing for high-status citizens. We like to imagine that these apartment house priestesses who honored her in rituals. Teotihuacan means where the divine is made in Nahuatl. Inhabited from approximately 100 CE to 700 CE, its population peak was estimated at 125,000. The aim of Teotihuacan society seems to have been the creation of paradise on earth. Images of water and fertility abound. With her open-armed benevolence, the great goddess is certainly the center of that paradise. When the great goddess of Teotihuacan comes to you, she brings the ability to understand the past and the present, indeed all of existence. She is associated with the underworld and darkness, which is the fertile ground for all growth. As befit a divinity associated with her darkness, the jaguar, owl, and spider are her animals. She is the harbinger of new beginnings, reminding you that every new beginning is nourished from the fertile soil of the past. So perhaps this is just a message for you to be reminded of maybe a lesson that you learned in the past, or a lesson that maybe you're in the process of learning about, maybe having your voice heard, right, in this particular project, and being able to realize that your feelings are your feelings, and the way that you like things are what make you you and unique. And just because someone says that you need to do something in a certain way doesn't mean that you necessarily have to. Now, it doesn't mean you have to be dismissive or mean or whatever, but, say it in a nice way. Well, I don't really want to do it that way. It makes me uncomfortable, or that's not really what my project is about. So just staying true to yourself, and remembering that you are who you are, and not to be apologetic about it. Just be you, be who you are. So I hope that has helped. I hope maybe that has shown some light on a certain situation. And like I said, if you're not resonating with this, you can always check out another video, or another sign. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you next video. Take care.